Well, hello everyone. Here to show you the mathematical golden globe coloring here. As you see right here, as I went ahead and drew as like a number of mathematical problems. As you see, you got planet Earth, and then along right there, a few stars, and then of course right here on your right, I went ahead and included is like a little symbol coloring and drawings right here. So is so far as for the flavors, as you have it to where you get the strawberry, and then of course blueberries, or it could be also be watermelon, or apple pecan say flavors. But basically is that talking about about the whole mathematical say biology, say is so is like the geographic research about the different mathematical subjects, such as geometry, or it could be algebra, or say calculus, and then a few other ones, and the ones that I'm familiar with, and of course I really, if anything, only had about if anything is the basic math type mathematics, and of course right here is you can see right here I went ahead and showed is the fractions as like an example, and then along the shapes, and then here you get the measuring stick. And of course a few mathematical problems. It's like for digital divided lower 1 into the 2 digits, is that you got that the long division. And of course this schoolwork right here, I think is at least 13 years old. I would probably say at least 13. You don't really have a year on there, but then of course that the only way I'm able to tell is by looking at it, and which I looked around, and I seen this of course in my old schoolwork papers that the long division I did. But basically we would think that this is pretty much what our math homework, say our math work looks like. That whenever you have it on the left, you get the math work, and then of course what you're working on is like you get the work kind of like this. You got the measuring stick right here, and then of course you got right here you got like the long division. It's like you got the so far as the answers to say so far with the long division, and of course right here is that you can see right here that I did pretty good, so say in that this type of courses so far is rounding the numbers and stuff. But I see here, let's mention it, but I would probably say that was probably during that time. That was probably about if it says anywhere on the paper that see here is like see 20, see 5, 10, 20. I guess I don't know if that's the year or if that's just it's like just a mathematical type problem, say. But see here up front, see there ain't no back to it. But anyway, but I got the my old math work right there, and then of course right here you got my grade report right here, and which my grade report would show is like you have it to where in math, of course you got a B, and of course this was say the middle school year, and it's like whenever I was in the 8th grade, and of course that you have right here is you got that planet Earth. But let's just say that we can look at each color would represent is like a number, as say is a fraction. It's like so far as it's like talking about this with the Pacific and Indian Oceans, to say the Pacific Ocean and along with the Indian Ocean, this is the type of activity. The Golden Globe is common activity that I came up with so far as learning the basics about math, like making an activity about it, which I thought was a little bit more exciting other than staring at a paper for those few minutes or a few hours trying to figure out what the answers were, is to kind of give do like an activity kind of like this. And of course is that I went ahead and colored in is like the stars. And of course the way I did the stars was I went ahead and drew like a triangle right here, but then at this point is to draw a line uppercase, and then down, and then to where it would connect with the other end. It's like with this shape right here, and along with this shape star. And if we were to color it in the star right here, it's like it kind of is give it the red type color, and for the center, you could probably say that hey, it's like you draw a star. The teachers were to draw a star, and a lot of times at one star, you can maybe keep that in mind. That one star, one end of the star, would equal to I would probably say maybe you can draw like a little dot on each end. One end would equal is like a higher or lower number at some point. But got the blue right here, and then of course go ahead and use the light blue right here. So far as the golden globe right here, is go ahead and color in a little bit of that, and then go ahead and color in say with the gold type color. And of course, as I go ahead and get it's like so far with planet Earth right here. But I would probably say that it's like to make math, which I'm sure that a lot of people would probably say that they never like math, and it's fun at times. But then of course I use something like this as kind of a good example of so far as making math more fun, as for fractions, and then along with you got the research element for for the definition for the recessed measurement. And I would probably say that pretty much means you say is either smooth or it's like a curved firm shape handlebar or something like that. But anyway, but one thing I remember is like with most of my teachers, what they would do in class. Of course, I heard that sometimes if you don't do so good, I guess they call it a oops or something like that. But of course, that if you to give myself a grade, for putting this activity together, I would probably say is like grade me for how you like. Grade me how you like, but it's like just make sure that to give me credit, just for for just sharing my activity here. But go ahead and add a little bit of blue, and then of course if you want to give a smiley face, a little bit of hair, hat type look or whatever. It's like if it were summer surfing. And then of course A is like A as for adjective, and then of course it could be A. I'm sure a lot of us have heard that before. A is like as an apple. A as an apple, and it's like A. And then of course A is like for apple, and then of course there's like apples and cinnamon, like could be like a flavor for like that type of ice cream. It's like the cherry on top. That was one of my favorite parts so far whenever I was in school. That whenever they did the ice cream activity, other than the stars and the points, you say is what they give you, which I would probably say that nowadays with with how we handle money and stuff like that. That I would think that that would be kind of neat to get people in the hang of so far as how to save your money, and then how to save time and trouble, I should say, as it's kind of it's like you have an activity kind of like this, to where that it's like so far as awards points, instead of making like an activity for such and such color equals that's worth such and such amount, and it's like with the cherry on top. And of course with the cherries, like to draw a stem right here. It's like with the cherry on top, and a lot of people probably say a lot of times the cherry would represent, would you say, the cherry would represent is like great accomplishment, you should say. But of course a lot of people would probably say cherry is a cherry. Cherry is just a fruit. But of course, a lot of people here would probably say that a cherry or watermelon, you say, is good, a good example for good flavors, like for the good A plus, for good 100%, you say. But so far as the mathematical golden globe coloring, is you got for study mathematics, and then right here, and then like for the measurings, and then along with this, the original is like school pencil. It's like what I used whenever I was in school. But so far as mathematical and the golden globe, it's like the golden globe mathematical coloring.